Hey guys, I am back to film my wrap-up for the Read 19 challenge for March 2019. Like I said with the last one, basically what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to show you what I read in the month, tell you what prompts they go towards if they do it all, because I'm kind of running out of prompts that my stuff's going to fit towards. And if it's something that I read during a readathon, you've already seen a wrap-up for it, so the only time I'm going to show them, and this one specifically, is if they go towards specifically one of these requirements as well. So I hope that makes sense. This was created by Manga Hoarder. I will leave the information for it down below for anyone who is interested. It is a year-long read challenge where you have, I don't remember how many prompts, a lot of prompts that you read towards. So this one is kind of interesting because a lot of them are going to be some of the ones that I'm trying to read towards some of the bonus challenges. So the first ones that I'm going to talk about is the Super Awesome Ninja Challenge, where basically my goal was to, the second one is to read a manga read every manga you own by one author. So I picked one author specifically, and this is the stuff that I've read towards her. I'm also planning on buying everything that I can that she's put out in English to also read towards this prompt, because I don't have everything she has out. So the first thing is Yunkago. Probably said that wrong. So everything from her, I'm going to try and read for this specific challenge. So I did read during one of the readathons the first 4 volumes of Gestalt, which is put out by her. This is really a fun story. In the legendary past, the gods battled for supremacy and cast out the demon god whose name cannot be spoken. Banished to Earth, the demon found refuge on the mysterious and dangerous island known as G. After experiencing a crisis of faith, Father Oliver of the Valara Order, I'm sure I said that wrong, decides to go to G and find the truth behind the legends. Oliver's journey is unsanctioned, and the heads of the Order engages the dark elf Suzu to stop him. As he begins his quest, Oliver encounters Oryu, a young girl from the south who cannot speak, but Oryu reveals another side of herself when Suzu catches up to them. So it's basically Oliver trying to get to G, and all the random cast of characters that are going with him on this quest. I'm very much enjoying it. It is an 8-volume series. I did get the rest of it, so I will finish it, but I only had 4 for that readathon, so I could only read the 4 that I had. And then the next one that I also read for that readathon, which is also one of her works, is the full collection of Earthian. These are amazing, amazing books. I love how they did, like, the covers and everything. Blue did a really great job with this. It's sad that, you know, Blue is gone. But I did read the rest of this one. I loved Earthian. I talked about both of these on my wrap-up for that readathon, so definitely go check them out if you're interested. But Earthian is so pretty, and so I was like, sure, I'll reread this, no problem. So everything that she's putting out, I'm going to try and read. I will be trying to read as much as I can of Loveless for Bazaar's 24-hour readathon, which is in April. And I am going to buy Crowns of Love, which is another one that's by her, but Right Stuff keeps having it out of stock, so I might just cave and go buy it off of like Barnes & Nobles or Books A Million or something like that, because I do want to read that one. It's also another short one that's only like 4 volumes. I don't know what else she's put out in English, so if anyone else could help me if you know anything else that this author has put out in English, down below, that would be great, because I definitely want to try and get everything that she's put out. So we've got that. The next one that I read specifically for the prompt is prompt 5, which is a 4-coma manga, which I got lucky because my Manga Spice Cafe happened to have one. So I read this one. This is cute. I mean, it's just about a Japanese woman and a Muslim girl who are roommates together, and like them trying to learn about each other's cultures. So it's adorable. I do want to get the second one. I haven't had any luck trying to find it in my bookstores. I guess I could get it off the line, but when I go out with my cousins next weekend, I'm going to see if I can find it. and I'll try and buy it if I can find it there. If not, I'm just going to cave and buy it offline. It's fine. The next one I've got is for 47, which is the first volume in a series that began releasing in 2019. Obviously, I've got other volumes that would probably work for that, but I just picked Kino's Journey, which is another one from that I got from the Manga Spice Cafe. So, kudos to that. So this one's really interesting. It's just Kino traveling to different countries that have like weird quirks, weird type like situations. It's really hard to explain, but the worlds that they're going, or the countries that they're going to are like example in this first volume, one of the countries is like everyone is telepathic and they can think what everyone's thinking. So it's kind of like interesting learning about the like how the people handle the situations that they're in, and her like coming in as an outsider and seeing it and then like not really staying, because that's not a smart idea for any of these places, it seems. And then the last one that I read for the Read 19 challenge, like I said, there wasn't a lot that I read towards it, was 23, no wait, where was it? 23, yes, which is an OEL manga. Note, any manga inspired or manga style comic book or graphic novel that wasn't originally written in Japanese would work for this challenge. So I picked Star Collector because this one is actually not written by, come on, focus, Japanese creators. So I figured this would work. This one's definitely cute. Oh, camera, figure that out. It's about this like delinquent kid kind of who basically ends up running into this kid who stargazes, and he kind of becomes intrigued with the stargazing kid. So yeah, it's super cute. It's another Tokyo Pop one, so I hope they do well with this because I want more. And then the next one, I'm just going to quickly go through these. I did read them for this month, but they don't really fit anything. So, I got Eden Zero, the second volume that I read. This one continues to be cute, so I'm going to continue to read get the rest of it. I read A Strange and Mystifying Story. I love this. This is just like a BL with like demons and creatures and stuff like that, and it's really cool. And it's winding down. I think the 7th volume is the last volume, or it's 8, but it's getting there. It's about to end. Koguroi's Bed and Breakfast for Spirits. I read the 2nd volume. This is so cute. That's my little baby boy right there. I love him. So yeah, it continues to be really cool. She ends up getting kidnapped to the spirit world because her grandfather is like has the ability to see spirits, and he was like super powered about it, but he like destroyed everything, so she basically had to deal with paying off his debt. So it just continues on the story with that. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to the next volume. The next one that I read was Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt Volume 10. It was fine. I don't know, it's kind of like starting to drag on right now, so I'm kind of hoping that this ends soon, because I feel like how much longer can you really go? But there is that. The next one that I read is The Record of the Grand Crest Wars. This one's good. Just so we know the explicit contents, which I was like, oh gosh, why are we doing this now? I think was just like blood or something, like battle, which would make sense with a war. So it's definitely like not as like gruesome as like Arslan was. So, but it's fine with me. I mean, so far so good. I'm liking it, so I'm going to keep going on with it. And then the next one that I did read was 5 and 6 of The Water Dragon's Bride. It started getting really good, which is why I ran off and bought 7 and 8 to catch up. But it's super cute, and it's super pretty. So pretty. So, yeah. And then the last one that I read was, this was my personal goal. So my personal goal, as I think I've mentioned before, is just me trying to read some of these series that that are basically shorter series that I just haven't read like any of. So it is Broca Braves of the Six Flowers. I didn't really like it. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was just kind of like, this is it, but it literally doesn't end. I mean, it's like, hey guys, we've solved the problem that we had in the first one, and that's it. I'm like, but what about like saving the world and stuff? Oh no, it's fine, but we didn't save the world and stuff. No, we're good. Okay. So it says, when the world is threatened with destruction, 6 chosen heroes will rise to save it. One of them is Alden Meyer, who calls himself the strongest man in the world. But when he answers the call to assemble with the other heroes and face the darkness, there are not 6 heroes, but 7. Who is the traitor among their midst? So yeah, they figure out who the traitor is, but they're like supposed to save the world, and like nothing happens after that. It's just like, here, we figured out the traitor. Okay, everything's fine, but end. I'm like, but you didn't like save the world or do anything or continue on with the story besides figure out who the traitor is. So yeah, I'm not keeping this one. I'm gonna see if any of my friends want it, but so there is that. So that is it. Obviously I did read more, but the stuff that I read was listed in my Otaku-a-thon wrap-up and my Spring into Readathon wrap-up, which I still need to put up, so that needs to go up this weekend too. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed what I read for the Read 19 challenge. Thank you, Manga Hoarder, for putting this out. I am having fun. It's going to be interesting as I start to get to what the heck do I do with some of these challenges, because I don't know with some of them, like martial arts. Cyberpunk. Don't know what cyberpunk is. Manga that's older than you? I don't think I own any that are actually older than me. So, oh well. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys later for the next video. Everyone have a very good rest of the day. Bye!